Why do we keep falling for the rat race? Like many other things, we choose our jobs to please others, mainly our parents. But what do we want for ourselves? Today, many people choose to be trapped in a race against themselves. The rat race idea is that you keep doing tons of hard and often unnecessary work to make ends meet. You do everything it takes, and your employer, the government, and utility bills take away nearly everything you've earned, leaving you with little or nothing to save. The rat race is an endless quest where you must work hard to catch up with bills and taxes. Sadly, many individuals are aware of the rat race and hate to be part of it, but are worried about backfiring from their social circle. They keep racing anyway. We've all heard conventional advice: go to school, study hard, get a good job, and everything will be all right. The truth is, this advice is a clear indication of how the poor and the middle class see financial security. The rich don't see things that way. This is no longer the recipe for a life free of financial struggles. Good education and high grades no longer guarantee success. Fear and greed prompt us to make irrational decisions. Many individuals live in perpetual fear about their financial condition. They are afraid to blunder with paying their bills, getting fed, or not having enough money, which would force them to start over. Let's be honest, many of us fear not measuring up to other people's expectations, whether family or society. Then, there is greed. Most individuals have a price. Once they get offered a high enough loan, most can't resist the thought of that safe paycheck at the end of the month, and all the things they could purchase with it. These two factors trap these individuals in the pattern of getting up early, hurrying to work, stressing out daily, and working hard on something they often do not like. Then after a long month, they finally get the paycheck and bills. Each second, day, month, and year of their lives are run by a never-ending cycle of fear and greed. How does the latter manifest? Typically, we are afraid of losing our jobs, and greed shows when we can't wait any longer to get that paycheck, saving only enough to go on vacations from time to time and forget about the endless, unhappy struggle. Nevertheless, even if we make money, our greed will try to persuade us that it's still not enough, forcing us to continue the rat race. Conventional education systems don't teach financial knowledge. Self-education is the key to financial success. There needs to be more than talent and a college degree to build wealth. The world is full of poor people with great talents. Financial education, investing, debt, risk, accounting, compound interest, stocks, and many more is the main factor that creates the gap between the poor and the rich. Sadly, our educational system and school curriculum are not set up for financial literacy. The rate at which high schoolers max out their credit cards these days indicates how leaving investing, savings, debts, compound interest, and much more out of school curriculums affects our mindset. Lack of financial literacy affects both the young and the old. Both sides of the divide make money decisions. Society has not equipped us with financial literacy, and it is up to you to educate yourself. Whenever you start to work on your financial education is good, but the earlier, the better. Invest in yourself, as this is the most important thing. No one becomes rich overnight. Learn how to fuel your motivation. The path to building wealth is long and trying. It's easy to become demotivated when you hit a hurdle. For instance, the price of the stock you invested in might take a dip. You need to remain committed and motivated during hard times. One way to keep your motivation is to create a list of wants and don't wants for reference. It can contain things like, I want to be free of my debts within 3 years, and I do not want to end up like my parents. This list will keep you motivated in the face of adversity. Working hard for a paycheck and spending the most of it out of greed is the wrong kind of motivation. Your profession is not as significant in wealth creation as your business. Business and profession are different things. Your profession is whatever you do, as your day job pays your bills, buys groceries, and generally covers your cost of living. On the other hand, investing your time and money into a business will grow your assets. The profession of a chef is cooking. It pays the bills but will likely not make them rich in the long run. They invest in real estate and invest whatever extra cash they earn each month into acquiring income-producing assets. In the same vein, tire salesmen invest their leftover income into stock trading. It is nearly impossible to build wealth just with your profession, as it only covers necessary expenses in most cases. To create wealth, you must build a business while you work at your job. Even with financial literacy, obstacles can keep you from wealth. Learn how to tackle them. When you educate yourself on finances, you can still face roadblocks to success. The 4 main reasons why financially literate people fail. Fear. Winners are inspired by failure, while losers are defeated by it. When faced with failure, winners will only work harder. Losers cannot handle losing, which is why they give up. Handling failures by learning from them is a secret all winners know, but losers don't. Laziness. Counterintuitively, staying busy is the most common form of laziness. Busying ourselves with numerous activities and errands is the way to avoid facing our fears. Deep down, we all anticipate this simple truth. That's why we often get annoyed if someone reminds us of that fact. We don't have the time to cater to our wealth, health, and loved ones. Bad habits. Education is not the only factor that defines success. The latter consists of certain habits. The rich always work on themselves. They invest in themselves first. Start building habits that bring you closer to your goals. Acquire a positive habit of reading every day. Also, exercise daily to strengthen your physical health. Find the time for the things that matter. Arrogance. Arrogant people often lose money due to their ignorance. They believe that if they don't know something, it is not important. When you start pursuing success, you must make humility a priority. If you are humble enough, you can learn something from each person that crosses your path and every situation you encounter. The phrase, "I can't afford it," turns off your brain, whereas the question, "What do I need to do to afford it?" opens up possibilities, excitement, and dreams. In conclusion, building wealth will become easier and achievable if you learn to think like the rich and understand how the financial world operates. Never hesitate to invest in developing your mind. Our mind is the most crucial asset. With its help, we can generate great wealth. Many things hold us back in our pursuit of getting rich, and the lack of money is not our worst enemy, unlike our false visions and misconceptions about how to become wealthy. The biggest one is the idea that we must work ceaselessly for someone else. However, harder work only pays if we learn to work for ourselves. Determined to succeed in getting rich, we need to keep in mind that fear, laziness, arrogance, and bad habits will get us nowhere, even if we learn to allocate our money the best way. Thanks for watching until the end. If you enjoy our video, please leave a like and comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe for our latest update.